What's up, everyone? This is Matt, Squeaky Clean Air. Squeaky Clean. Today we're going to be doing something really cool for the VDUP. We're going to be installing a Dogbone insert. It's a stage 1 insert, and it's supposed to stiffen things up, reduce any wheel hop, especially for the DSG chassis. So stay tuned. We'll touch up on some of this stuff a little bit more. Okay, so here it is. I went with the Black Forest Industries BFI Mark 7 torque arm stage 1 version 2 post 915 vehicles kit. I got it from AM Tuning, Canadian company, really close to me, local to me. Same place where I got my downpipe. And we're actually going to be doing a Unitronic tune on it soon. I can't wait to do a stage 2 with those guys. I went to visit them to pick up this thing today, and we already discussed it. And when I save up for the tune, because it's going to be about $1,500, because I want to do a DSG transmission tune as well. It's recommended for the stage 2, but I'm going to be keeping 91 octane for it. I don't want to go to 93 because gas is super expensive, but 91 should be enough. And I think doing the stage 1 insert is going to be a lot nicer. I don't want to do the stage 2. It's going to be too stiff, and this should be okay. But anyways, here it is. And there's different versions of these. And there's different versions of these because different cars, even they're all Mark 7s, have different sort of designs of the Dogbone transmission. So it's very important to sort of go underneath your car and take a picture of what Dogbone transmission mount or the torque mount you have, because they are all not the same. And AM Tuning will probably assist you and help you out with figuring out which one you have, because they do have the different versions. And but what you need to do is you need to go under the car and you need to take a picture of it and sort of go into the website. And on the website, they have a little bit of an explanation which one you need to buy. So for mine, this is what I need, and we're going to be putting it in shortly. So I'm going to raise up the car and I'm going to show you which one I have and how we're going to be doing it up. It's very simple. This kind of just inserts in, and you have a newer bolt and you have a plate retainer kit with a spacer, so it shouldn't take way too long. And this cost me about $75, I think, Canadian. So it's a cool little mod if you want to stiffen up the chassis and go from there. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so this is essentially it right here. This is the insert right here. And freshly installed downpipe. So far, so good. And this is the insert right here. It's super easy. All you got to do is basically remove the center bolt, insert the Dogbone. You have an extended bolt for the plate. Tighten it up, and off you go. Probably gonna lube it a little bit with something in order so it's goes in a lot smoother. But there's different designs of these, and you can basically tell the different designs by the other design. It has like little openings up over here. But again, if you go to the AM Tuning website, you guys will be able to see the difference in these and the different types that you need, and then go from there. But it's super easy. Should be a pretty simple mod, but should help out a little bit and stiffen it up. And I could kind of see why you would probably have wheel hop over here. If this rubber, especially in slightly older vehicles, mine's still okay in pretty decent condition, but if this rubber tears or there's a problem that it's not supported, you're probably going to be feeling a lot more of a hop over here, especially if you're putting a lot more power. So I think with the stage 1, it's sufficient for me. If I do stage 2, it's a lot more of a durometer, which means that it's a lot more stiffer. I think if I do a stage 2, it's going to be too much. I know I'm going to be tuning this to a stage 2, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to be putting out that much horsepower. I mean, a little bit more, obviously, right? I think it was at 87 or 97 or something in terms of torque. So I think stage 2 will be sufficient and just enough. I don't want to make it too stiff. So it should help a little bit, especially with the DSG and it having wheel hop. So let's see how it fits and go from there. First, I'm going to loosen this up, and we should be good to go. Okay, so the factory bolt, which is what this is, it's a 21 mil. You can remove it directly underneath the car. Absolutely no issue. A couple of tips when you're putting in the Dogbone insert. Mine's already in. I just did it a minute ago. That's how it looks like basically. Let's zoom in. I needed to use a lubricant, a silicone-based lubricant, because it's polyurethane. Sprayed it up. It made my process a lot easier to put in. You can actually shift the mount in order to wiggle it around in order to feed the rubber in there. I put in the bulkier part over here first, the one that's together, and then once this was lodged in inside the actual engine mount, the two remaining prongs that were over here were just a lot easier to fit through, but this might be a little bit problematic. But you can put in a pry bar or a screw flathead to kind of move it around so you can fit it in there. Other than that, that was pretty much the only thing. Now what I gotta do is I gotta align the bolt through in order to move it a little bit, and then put in the spacer and put in the retaining board and the washer, and it should be good to go. But so just as a tip, spray it with a little bit of a silicone, kind of a spray on grease that will make the rubber go in a little bit easier with no issues. And then also do the together part first, and then put the two prongs in here later. So if you guys are having a hard time putting it in and struggling to put it in inside the actual mount itself, so this might be a little bit of a tip for you. So we're going to put it all back together, tighten it all up, and call it a day. Okay, so this is it, basically installed. What's going to happen is if you're working underneath the car like I am on the lift, when you loosen up the 21 mil that's here from the factory, what's going to happen is the engine's going to shift forward a little bit. In order to sort of align the hole, because you don't want to strip anything, in order to align the hole that's in there with the mount to this arm right here, what you need to do is you need to take a pry bar like this and sort of just, probably this is the easiest way, push on a little bit like towards there in order to bring the other way, this way, in order to bring the align everything in, so you can put in the retaining bolt and align it through, so you're able to actually fit this this new mounting bolt with a spacer through in order to mount it to your mount. So this is probably a good place over here to sort of move the engine back and forth in order to get it aligned and in order to bring back the thing. This is what I found using a pry bar like that. So that worked really well. The one that comes with the kit from Black Forest Industries is a 22 mil. As opposed to the factory being in the 21, and that's it pretty much. This is the installation of the support or the insert, and we're done. So this should give me a little bit less movement and make everything a lot more solid. And that's all she wrote. So all the best. Hopefully this helps you guys out, and this was a nice little quickie.